Our fate is in our own hands. 2 wins and we guarantee the title. If we slip up, we have to hope Rangers do too. Yes, hello, welcome into Living Sports, here for the Killie boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for daily Football Manager content. And if you missed the last one, go and see it. We've been kind of the last few episodes, one after the other, showing you the run into this season. This is getting very exciting, as you can see from the league table in front of you. We are top of the table with 2 games to go. Win both those games and obviously we win the league. If we drop any points, Rangers have the chance to snatch the title from us, but we have harder games than they do. We've already played Rangers in this post-split fixture. We've also played Hearts and Motherwell, which means today we have to play against Celtic and then against Hibs. Rangers have to play Hearts and then Motherwell, so their games are easier than ours. So there's a chance we could bottle it, similar to the way we bottled the Conference League last year, and we seem to bottle everything. But hopefully that's not the case. You can see from the league table in terms of goals, we have scored 108 goals this year, which is absolutely ridiculous. It has set a new record for the Scottish Premiership, which I'm very, very proud of. We're very good going forward, and defensively, we aren't bad at all, having only conceded 28 goals. And just looking at that there, 6 of them were against Hibs. And who do we play against today? Hibs. If I look at see how many goals we've scored, we have scored 10 against Hibs, so in theory we're better than an aggregate in goals against them. But yeah, Hibs often like scoring against us, which is not ideal when we have to play them the last day of the season. The ideal thing would be, though, if we beat Celtic, Rangers lose in their game, and then we don't have to worry about the last game. That's the hope, but somehow I don't think that's going to be the case. I say 2 games today, Celtic, then Hibs, and let's get straight into the game against Celtic. Let's show you the team. So tonight there is an Edinburgh derby alongside our game against Celtic and Motherwell playing against Rangers. Oh, I'm nervous here. One bit of sad news to bring you. Remember the end of last episode, right at the end of that last game, Eddie Nketiah got himself injured. Well, he's out for 6 months with Achilles tendon damage, which obviously means he's going to miss the run, and he's going to miss most of the first half of next season as well, which is very disappointing. Not good for a man 30 years of age now. You know, injuries often hit them harder. I'm not sure if he is going to get his place back in the side once he returns. It's disappointing to say that because he's been such a good player for us, but we'll see how much he declines over the next 6 months when he's not training and recovering from that injury. So it does mean, obviously, we've had to make a little change to the team. However, we're still going to go with Francois in goal, because if you can just check down the bottom here, he's played 5 Premiership games and got 5 clean sheets. I'm not saying that that's an omen, but I quite like those stats, to be honest. So he's going to stay in goal until he concedes a goal. And hopefully that's not today. So Francois starts in goal, which means Morris has to sit on the bench. Sorry, Morris. Our club captain now sat on the bench. Perez and Anderson at centre back. Sika on the right and Guarino playing on the left. Vlalic and Stacey in the middle with Jovic in front. You've got used to that 3 this season. Lambert on the right. Boba covering on the left. And Alfredo up front. Let's get into this game against Celtic. We need a win to keep our fate in our own hands. Let's see what we can do. Sorry, I've just realised that right above my head there's light streaming in this window, which is very unusual for the sun to be coming in that way, and it's making it look like I have a little bit of a halo. So I can only apologise if I look angelic down here. Now, Celtic are the one-sided old firm who we normally struggle against, even though Rangers are doing better this year. We've had a good record against them, but we don't have a great record against Celtic. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we never seem to do very well. Hopefully, we can kind of break that trend today. And Francois got the ball here back from Perez into Anderson. We're playing it nice and short and slow build up from the back. Stacey has it and he's just passed it straight to Shortar. That is horrendous. And Dalton comes away with the ball here to Turnbull, who hits it from a long way out, and it's tipped over the bar by Francois there. Ball swung in and it's headed away by Stacey, and Alfredo comes away with the ball now. And could this be a chance for us breaking away from this corner? It's a good challenge from Turnbull, and Alfredo looks like he might have hurt himself. He's got a tight calf, but I think we'll keep him on for the moment. and Rangers go up 1-0 against Motherwell. Free kick from Celtic. Shortar swings it in. It's saved? Headed and saved. Yes, I was just reading the stuff down the bottom because I wasn't sure what actually happened. It was headed and tipped over the bar by Francois, and Perez is giving away a penalty. He tripped up the man, apparently, and Turnbull comes to take the penalty. It's a great save from Francois. Goodness me. He stays in goal, having not conceded one in the league yet, and he saves that penalty. Outstanding from Francois, and the ball's cleared away from the resulting corner. That is outstanding work, and Alfredo's pulled up again with an injury. We're going to have to bring him off and bring on Castellon for him. Goodness me, Alfredo. He could have broken away there, but he obviously he's injured himself in the process. Lambert with the ball into Sika here. Sika with it, switches it to Carino. Sorry, with so much has happened there. Francois with a great save from that penalty, remember. But Sika comes forward to Lambert and Jovic and Castellon, Stacey. Boba, he hits it. Oh, it's wide of the goal. Let me talk about that penalty. What a save from Francois, keeping his clean sheet record alive. And now we have a chance, hopefully, to win this game. But Shortar with the corner, swung into the back post, headed away by Lambert. Castellon can come out with this now. Hopefully he doesn't pull up like Alfredo does. He doesn't. He runs. He hits it. Oh, what an effort from Castellon. That was going right in the top corner. It's a great save from Dahlberg. Lambert will swing in this corner at the front post, and Perez doesn't quite win it. Perez will be thanking Francois after such a great save from that penalty, because Perez gave away the penalty in the box. Penalty in the box, of course he did, for tripping up a player at the corner. But we're ticking down to half time here. We've reached half time and it's still 0-0. What an exciting game so far. Some great chances, a great penalty save from Francois. But the important thing is it's still 0-0, which means at this stage Rangers will go top of the table. We're going to have to do something. And can we do something from this highlight here? Jovic coming very deep with the ball. Perez to Anderson and Stacey. Forward to Castellon. Boba on the left hand side gets past his man. Will he hit it? Yes. Oh, it's off the post and it's cleared away, and Stacey's got it. Finds Vlalic. Can we recycle the play and get another highlight? Sika with it on the right hand side. Highlights finished. Why would you do that, FM? Why? Stacey has picked up an injury there, so I've brought him off, but the sub hasn't been made yet, and Celtic are playing against 10 men here, and thankfully that's went wide. We've brought on Pena for Stacey in the middle of the park. I'm going to encourage the full team here. We've had a lot of the ball, a lot of the chances, but we've not made them pay yet. Lambert comes off for the last 10 minutes now. We're going to demand more and go to an attacking mentality for the last 5. We need a goal here or Rangers could win the title. Obviously not today, but they would then be in the driving seat, and it has reached the end of the game. A 0-0 draw. Probably one of the more exciting 0-0 draws. Look at that defensive performance. Clearly we've done well at the back. We've not done anything going forward, even though we had 15 shots in the game. And it now means, though we didn't lose against Celtic, which we often do, we are 1 point behind Rangers. We have to hope that they slip up in their game against Hearts. Hearts, who are in good form, having beaten Hibs 4-0 there. And I think they've had some recent good results as well. If you scroll to the bottom, they beat Celtic 4-1 and Hibs 4-0 after we beat them 4-0. So maybe they're in a rich vein of form going in to the game against Rangers. Alfredo's only out for up to 3 days, so we should be able to play him in the next game. Oh, goodness me, your keeping was a joy to behold, Francois. It certainly was. We play Hibs in 4 days. We need to win it, and Rangers need to drop points. If Rangers lose, we can get away with a draw against Hibs, but we don't want to rely on that. We want to win and hope the Rangers don't. It's out of our hands now. Nothing we can do apart from win our game and hope for the best. I don't know about you, but I'm awfully nervous, but it's made me a lot happier to see that Ayr have been relegated into the Championship again. Very happy about that. Look at our goal difference, so superior compared to Rangers, but Rangers are just that 1 point ahead. We have been asked to hold a team meeting. I'll say it's not in our hands, which is disappointing. No, I'm not going to say that. We aren't in the best position, but give it your all, and who knows what could happen. Yes, we should be proud of our achievements, but I would like to win the league. That wasn't perhaps the best team meeting I've ever done. That's maybe going to ruin our chances. I hope not. Oh my goodness me. Why do Rangers play today? They're all meant to be played on the same day. Have Rangers got some European tie next week? What's the reason? What? Why are they playing today? Are Celtic playing at home tomorrow as well? Oh no. Who scheduled that? those at the SPFL or the SFA, whoever scheduled this, are idiots. Obviously, Rangers and Celtic can't play at home on the same day because it would make the city too busy with all the fans out. And they've both been scheduled to play at home on the last day of the season, which means the Rangers game gets played the day before, which means this last game against Hibs could mean absolutely nothing if Rangers beat Hearts today. It's completely out of our hands. I'm going to hit this continue button, and if Rangers win, then there's nothing that we can do against Hibs that will make any difference at all. We are simulating, and Rangers win 2-1 and they've won the league. What an anticlimax. I'm in shock. I'm not even upset. Like, what? Oh, I mean, I don't even know if there's any point in us playing this next game. I mean, I'm going to show you anyway in the hope that we might win something. We can maybe do a wee bit of a debrief of the league season. Maybe I don't. That's possibly the most disappointing way I've ever lost a title on Football Manager. I mean, there's no point. Look, I've been named as a Football Writers Manager of the Year. Great, who cares? Delighted with the I don't care. We could have won the league. Why were the games not played at the same time? I have so many questions. We're just going to play the same team that played last time out. Oh, I'll give you the highlights, obviously, this, but there's no point in seeing it. It doesn't mean anything anymore. I'm not going to be as my energetic self. I'm really, really disappointed, but Sika's got the ball on the right into Jovic, out to Sika, and the ball swinging in, and Boba scores a cracking goal. Now, see, if this had been played at the same time as the Rangers game, we could be getting excited saying, we've won, we just need Hearts to come back and get a point. But because we already know that Hearts aren't going to come back and get a point, there's no point in celebrating scoring after 2 minutes in this game. Oh, we've got the ball on the right-hand side here again with Sika. It's played forward toward Alfredo, and Alfredo just misses. You see, we could... I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for whinging. I apologise if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I'm actually more disappointed that the game would think that was a sensible thing to do. Surely there's something in the software to schedule these two games to happen at the same time for this exact situation. Crawford, our former player, is a good save from Francois. I suppose the only positive about this game is it's a kind of warm-up for the cup final next episode, because we play against Hibs in the cup final. So if we beat them, then, in this game, then it kind of warms it up quite nicely for the next time we have to play against them. It's a lunging challenge from Majumdar there. He's got to go off. That's a horrible challenge. Indeed it is. Away he goes. Hibs are down to 10 men. Now, normally, I'd be getting all excited here, saying, oh, that's amazing. They're down to 10 men. We're maybe going to win the league here. No, not going to happen. We've come second in the league. Well, to be honest, I can't complain too much. Second place in the league is not bad at all for our side. We're still projected to come third, and the fact that we've come second is obviously a big bonus from that. We've got Champions League football, and we're into the group stage because the top two get straight into the group stage now, and we can now attract that kind of big name because we're in the Champions League. It's only going to be positive for us finishing second. We can hopefully push towards winning, and we now have a penalty that Alfredo's going to take here, and hopefully he's going to score this one. But yeah, so we can hopefully attract a wee bit of a bigger name during the transfer window. He's hit it wide. If that doesn't sum up today's episode, I don't know what does. We've reached half time, and yeah, I'll just quickly finish the statement I was making there. We'll hopefully be able to attract a bigger kind of name, a better player, and that should mean we can push forward next season and definitely win this league. This is one of our former players going there, and fair challenge just about. Francois is still keeping his clean sheet. He's still not conceded a goal in the league for us yet, as Boba comes across the field here to Lambert, and we'll stick with this highlight to see what happens. It goes down the right to Sika. Sika, can he swing the ball in? No, it gets cleared by the defender as far as Vlalic. It's swung in by him, and Boba at the back post. Can he finish? He finds Alfredo. That's a lovely work move. And Alfredo has got his 18th goal of the season, even though he just missed a penalty. But yeah, positives to take from this year. Not winning the league, though, is disappointing. And what's more disappointing, as I said before, It's not even getting to have the unhappiness of losing the league live while we're playing. Like, we're now playing a game that means absolutely nothing. Vlalic with the ball in the middle here finds Lambert. Sika's on the overlap, and DDS. Can this ball get swung in, or is it going to come back to Vlalic? No, it's another penalty, apparently. Didn't look like a penalty, but I suppose we'll take it. We'll build some confidence here going into the game against Hibs in the Scottish Cup final. And Alfredo's missed 2 penalties in this game. That's... oh, dearie me. If that does not sum up this episode, I don't know what does. Missing 2 penalties in this game. That's exactly what it feels like. Just the complete disappointment of this episode as a whole. Just being shown. And Ryan Hamill's just come on a park and he's got himself injured. Ideal. The disappointment of missing 2 penalties is just kind of an example of how unhappy we are and disappointed we are with the way that this end of season has gone. A 2-0 victory. Should be happy. We've won the game 2-0. And you know what? To top things off, I've just realised I've been playing Football Manager in windowed mode. Not even in full screen. What a calamitous episode. It's an utter mess of an episode completely. I can only apologise for it being in windowed mode as well. Maybe I'll have edited some bits of it out, but I'm not sure I will, to be honest, because otherwise my body's going to be chopped off. So, what an absolute mess this episode was. I can only apologise. We come second in the league after Rangers play the day before us and we don't even get the chance to compete with them on the final day. Oh, you know what? We'll see you tomorrow for the Scottish Cup final, and hopefully all will be well and we'll win some silverware in full screen mode. If you have enjoyed this episode, even though it's been an absolute... you know what? No one's enjoyed this episode. I'm not even going to say that. If you're looking forward to the cup final tomorrow, then hit that like button. Please do. It really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until tomorrow, we'll see you then.